Media literacy isn't only the ability to use all forms of media efficiently, but it's the ability to understand why, how, and who created the message and the intent of the message that was created. We asked students around WKU's campus what media literacy meant to them, to give their own definition and why they thought it was important.
Understanding media, how to use it.
Yeah, we got
With other people, like online, through social media, efficiently. You can spread information to people that they need. You could help people.
My definition of media literacy is the ability for anyone and everyone to write public opinion pieces, informational pieces about anything, and be able to post it in a free and public environment. It allows people to have the freedom of speech, because if not, then we run a tyranny.
I would say that media literacy is being aware of current events and also being aware of where to get accurate information about those current events. I think that it's very important for democracy, obviously, for people to be aware and involved in what's going on. I think that on a more local level, it's important for people to know what's going on around them and in their community.
I think media literacy is mainly about being aware of what's going on around you, keeping eyes on all types of media like TV, radio, social media, all those aspects are used in media for news and entertainment and sports and things like that. I think it's so important because in the age of fake news, it's so important to know what's real and what's fake. And to know where you can trust to get real news, and when you should have your alerts on to know, okay, this is probably not what's really true, what's really accurate, and what's actual good reporting, and what's just for clicks or for likes and things like that.
Definition of media literacy. Literature in the media?
I think that media literacy is being exposed to all different forms of media, all the news channels, social media, everything, and I think it's important so that you are drawing unbiased conclusions.
My definition of media literacy is, understanding what is, given to you by the media. I mean, I guess that's kind of redundant, but understanding what is presented to you, understanding the meaning behind the films you watch, understanding, the meaning behind the news that you're given, and being able to interpret it in like a knowledgeable way. I think it's important because I think there are a lot of people in this world that might try to take advantage of you or kind of twist the way that you understand things so that it benefits them. So you need to be able to understand things on your own so that you can, be knowledgeable and not be taken advantage of.
Media literacy to me is meaning understanding and analyzing media and knowing what media is and why, where it comes from, what your source is. Well, it's important to me because I like to know the truth and the facts of where everything's coming from and understanding it fully.
Media literacy to me is being able to, I guess, function in today's web world almost, because you have to be able to know how to do work Twitter and things like that, and understand that there's fake news and real news and how to decipher that, and different things along that line. You have to be able to look things up and use the web properly and be able to do Word documents, and the different platforms of even creative platforms kind of get roped into that now because everything's done on Photoshop and stuff like that. So to me, it's being able to, at least on some level, basic level, use those things. It's important because especially with today, they talk about the Facebook hackings and different things like that, and all the fake news sites, being able to weed those out is very important, because otherwise you could be getting the wrong information or just straight up false information. And then you go out and you spread it, and then other people think that's real, and that's, not how it should be. So being media literate is a very important thing in today's world.
My definition of media literacy, well, to me, it sounds like, I don't know, what does it sound like?
MediaLit.org defines media literacy as a 21st century approach to education. It provides a framework to access, analyze, evaluate, create, and participate with messages in a variety of forms, from print to video to the internet. Media literacy builds an understanding of the role of media in a society as well as essential skills of inquiry and self-expression necessary for citizens of a democracy. I was thoroughly surprised from this experiment that the participants understood, or at least had an understanding, of what media literacy meant and how important the concept of media literacy is. Once you've obtained an understanding of media literacy, it truly transforms the way you consume all forms of media.